1. It's 100.5 The Vibe, the soul of the 7 cities. Come through Thursdays, you know what I'm saying? When we let people come on through from the community to come talk to us about what's really going on or what they got going on here in the 7 cities. And right now, I have a legend, you know what I'm saying? I got a legend right here in the studio with me. Somebody who I don't want to age him or nothing like that, because, you know, black don't crack unless you do crack.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to age him, but we got a legend here that I grew up listening to when I wanted to, when I first decided I wanted to get into radio, and I was listening to this man with the legendary Supreme team that's in the studio with me. It's a tremendous honor to have him here. We're going to talk about what he's got going on, some great things coming up. Please give it up for the man, Herman Hurston, man. Come on.
What's up, Tony Hollywood? What's happening,
We
man?
got the legend up in the building, man. What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm humbled by the whole story talking about I'm a legend. I'm like, okay, all right, man. I'm an old dude that's been around for a minute doing some stuff for a long time. That's all, man.
Right. Well, you have been doing, I mean, we could talk all day about your accomplishments and what you've done in radio. First of all, I just want to say, you know, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for what you've done in the community. Thank you for what you've done on air. You know, you probably don't know how many people you've inspired that like myself, that used to listen to you in the mornings, going to school, listen to the Buddha Brothers, R.I.P., the DJ Law. I mean, this, you know, oh man, R.I.P. to Chase. I mean, there's so many great legendary DJs that were on that station back in my day that inspired us now, and it's good to have one of the good people here in the area to go ahead and talk to them and pick your brain a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and just find out what's going on with you. So thank you for being here.
Man, it's an honor to be here, man. You're the hot station, man.
Oh, thanks, brother.
100.5 The Vibe, man. You talking about 100,000 watts and a brother sitting behind the mic. Hey, I never thought I'd live to see it. You know what I'm saying?
On, man,
I'm for real. That's like Obama being the president. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a chance to run into that often, man. I'm being real. You know, and it's solid, man. I like the whole group and the basis of the entire network, a family-based and family-orientated situation. It's beautiful, man. From the general manager all the way down, you walk through, and it's like legendary walking through the hallways, you know? You know, I walked past West today, right? I was like, hey, man, what's going on? I said, how you doing? He said, I'm West. Where are you all headed? I said, I'm Herman Hurston. Nice to meet you. Hey, I heard about you. I was like, man, it feels so good.
Yeah.
To be in that company. That's all, you know, it feels good.
Earned it. You definitely earned it. So, you know, everybody's always cracking for Mike Crackage, is what I call Mike. Everybody wants to go ahead and promote some whatever. So what brings you here to the Vibe Studios, man? What do you got going on, Herman?
Well, this weekend, we're going to have 2 shows. We're going to have 2 nights with Friday and Saturday. We'll be at 5511 Ferris Street. That's in Norfolk, right off of Azalea Garden, and that's a military highway, North Military Highway. And I'm on, you know, this little spot, man, a little Caribbean food going on, and we're gonna have a nice little 2-show Herman Hurston, starring Herman Hurston weekend.
What?
Yeah. Gonna be me, and it'll be Big Brown, and Rondell will be hosting. Then my boy Howard L, the same guy that's filming right now, he'll be on the mic and doing his thing sometime. And plus he'll be doing the camera work, all the camera work that goes on.
That's what I'm talking about. They go ahead and do all the work, man. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Get my Denzel Washington side. Get my Denzel Washington side, and this is my Idris Elba side. So just make sure you get, you know, somewhere in between, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this page
on
your flat screen, you know.
You're going to be seeing it more often, man. We got more stuff to do.
But seriously, so you're going to be doing some comedy out there, right?
Yeah, man. We got 2 shows, 8 and 10 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, man. And I want everybody to come out and have a good time, man. I'm going to just be reintroducing myself to Hampton Roads. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming through the Vibe 100.5 FM. And I want everybody to understand it's just a new year, man. It's a new year of peace, tranquility, love, joy, and a little comedy right there. 5511 Ferris Street. You know how we do it. But it's right by Azalea Garden Road, right off Azalea Garden Road, right after you turn off of North Military Highway.
Now, just taking it back a little bit, you've always been one of the funny guys that was on, you know, when you did the Supreme team. You kind of brought in the jokes and stuff. So let's just talk about the history of you doing comedy. Were you doing comedy back then, for those people that may not know?
Yes, I started doing comedy before I started doing radio.
Okay.
Now, I did comedy since 1988.
Wow.
And I didn't start doing radio, coming into the radio stations to 1992, and I was hired in 1993. Okay. And I never had any radio experience, man. I was a comic coming straight out the streets, but I had so much popularity in Hampton Roads that when I came on the air, after Chase, Chief and Commander Base, rest in peace, my partner, he said, yo, man, Herb, you need to talk on the air, man. Yo, yeah, man, you need to talk on the air, man. Say something, dog, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm the host of the show, but I was humble.
Right.
You know, that's when Cedric the Entertainer was coming through, Monique, Cheryl Underwood, some more, and a host of others, you know, were coming through on a regular basis. And I got on the air and they asked me a question about a cartoon for the question of the day. And it was about a cartoon. I said, Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby by Tom and Jerry. And I started singing that jank and the lights went on. And I'm like, yo, everybody, yo, Herm, what's up, man? What you doing on the station? Yo, and every call was for me.
Right.
So Steve Crumley came in and was like, yo, who got the lines lit up basically? And Steve Crumley basically hired me on the spot.
The legend Steve Crumley, man, one of my former bosses and I mentored too. Shout out to Steve Crumley. You know, you started something with that because there became a trend of comedians getting on the air.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really like that before. You know, I've been interviewed and stuff like that. You know, I mean, that led to Steve Harvey getting on the air. That led to a Ricky Smiley, a DL, and, you know, so many comedians using that platform and getting on there. And they're funny, they're good to listen to, man. I'm actually kind of jealous of the comedians because I'm like, they're taking all the jobs, man. You know?
But I'm the first comedian recorded in the country that was on the air as a host.
That's dope.
Okay, every other, because 103 Jams is like that station before Hot 97 in New York.
Right.
Before any other stations were huge on the East Coast, it was Hampton Roads and 103 Jams. We were the only station that was #1. By the time I got the station, when I first got there, they were like, the highest number was 15.5. When I worked with Stan Barrett, he was doing, you know, we were all multi-talented people. He was doing Wavy TV 10 at the same time. Plus, I was a movie critic for Wavy TV 10 and LNC.
Right.
Okay, so we had a lot of stuff going on, man. And when I came to radio, the first week I was in radio, that same week I got picked up for Def Comedy Jams. The next week I went to record. So I was on stage with Jamie Foxx 2 weeks after being hired by 103 Jams.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So my career took off. When I got hired by 103 Jams, it was like one of those, it was a wave, man. I can't really explain. My whole life changed in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I went from, because I'm a surgical scrub by trade. I was working at Ameriview Medical Center. Shout out to everybody working in the medical field. I was working as an operating room technician over there. And when I got hired, I was doing radio in the morning, operating room from 2 to 10, and comedy at night. I did that for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I had to do it, man. If you want to make it to what you want to do, you got to dedicate yourself.
Sure do.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And sometimes you got to eat watching Martin Lawrence. I didn't get a chance to see Martin Lawrence. I didn't get a chance to see the Jamie Foxx show. I watched reruns of this type of stuff because I was so busy, I couldn't get caught up into the stuff that they were doing.
Right.
I had to be tuned in to what Herman was servicing for Herman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And not being rude. I'm like, I get tunnel vision when it comes to certain things and accomplishments. And that's where it was, you know?
That's big. That's big. Once again, we got Herman Hurston in the building here, talking about his big comedy shows got going on. Tell everybody the location again. 5511
Ferris Street. You know where it is. Right off of Azalea Garden. Right off of the North Military Highway. We got 2 shows, Friday and Saturday, 8 and 11. I want y'all to come on out and support. You know how we doing this. Represent this vibe. It's a vibe comedy night. Bring y'all hand parts on out, get your laugh on. Y'all miss me? Come on, you know you do.
When's the last time you've been on stage doing comedy?
Oh man, we do. We've been last week.
Okay. I know it was coming back to comedy show.
No, I was in Powhatan. I was in Powhatan, Virginia last Thursday, man. It's like I don't even have a booking agent or booking. I've been doing comedy so long that people just call me off of just GP.
Right.
I can sit in my crib and I can be across the street in my neighbor's house. He say, "Hey man, we're doing a family reunion. When you want to do our family reunion, call me later." Hey man, I get paid when I'm supposed to get paid.
Right.
You know, I'm just being real. I mean, I tell these comics, I don't tell people what I make, but don't be real. If a comic is making less than $500 an hour, you can't survive.
Right.
You got to have a job.
Yeah.
Okay. So because you got to think $500 an hour is not an hourly wage.
Right.
It's when you can get it. That's your value at the time you have it. So if you got multiple shows at that price, you can have a good, thing. But if you don't, stay where you are. If you don't have that consistent $500 hour, bam, then guess what? You need to stay at your 50, 100, 150 until you get consistent.
Right.
Find out where your consistent spot is and don't juggle. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't get into that. Your value is what the people think you're worth, not what you think you are.
Man, that's a big message right there. So all those parents out there that got kids that want to be TikTok influencers, you know what I'm saying? They want to be social media. It's not easy. It's
not easy.
Don't quit your day job yet.
No.
Quit your day job yet till you get those consistent checks.
You got that? Right.
Money.
I've been around since 1988, man. I had to reinvent myself from 1988 to 2024. And a lot of people that existed in the game, they went to Hollywood and did their thing, but some of them don't exist no more.
Right, that's true.
Okay, it ain't about being a star. It's about consistency. You see what I'm saying? Somebody say, man, are you consistent? That's my main thing. Because I tell people it's like this. You have a thought, right?
Right.
and that thought, you speak it into existence, there comes creation. Creation has to turn into matter, and then that matter manifests itself, period. It's manifestation. And people don't understand that, man. They don't get this, man. They get hurt. This is why I'm a war veteran too, man. Sheridan, Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Shout out to all my war veterans, man. I want to hear y'all listen to 100.5 FM. Vibe with me, you know what I'm saying? All my medical people vibe with me, you know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about right now.
Right.
I'm trying to get everybody to understand, like you didn't get one interview, right? We ain't talked about. We ain't gonna talk about who it was. Herm here now. Old Herm here now. Old Herm back. We about to put 100.5 up in the 100.5 vibe up in the system. Hold Herm back. Y'all hush up now. Hold Herm back now.
There you go, Herm. Get us in the
room. Y'all hush on back. We about to get back in the system. All you mayors out there, all you doctors, lawyers, all you people that got any type of vibe in you, you should be vibing with 100.5 the vibe. You know how we do it. Yes, sir. Hollywood in the house. Totally Hollywood. Yes, sir.
I literally felt like I was on the Supreme team, but I felt like I was on the Supreme. I literally felt like Tate's over there, you know, saying Karen's over there. Like I just felt like, you know,
yeah.
But that's the vibe you bring it back. It's so good to have you still doing your thing and bringing that energy and being, and you look like you enjoy what you're doing, bro. Like,
yeah, I
that's
do.
The
man.
main thing. Like
I do.
You got a smile on your face. You look like you're 24 years old.
Yeah, I do.
You know I should have got an edge up so I could look young like you, but you look like you're ready.
Yeah.
You know, what can we expect for your comedy shows, man? What can we expect?
I mean, you know what? For my comedy show, it's gonna be like Javante Davis. I'm ready to knock somebody out. I got issues. I want to talk about. It's been going on for a long time, and y'all don't know what my issues was. I want to talk about them. You understand me? I'm tired of talking to therapists. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of talking to psychologists. I want to talk to y'all psychologically, that we can vibe together. You know what I'm saying? Come and ride with us. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a fantastic voyage. It's gonna take you to the land of funk. I'm gonna tell you about things that went through COVID, things that came after COVID. Places and spaces I've been through. Oh, places and spaces I've been. Hey, that's what it's gonna be, boy. Oh! Places and spaces, baby. And you know what I'm saying? And then I'm about to, they go and said, I had to stack my problems all in a row and watch them all fall like dominoes. And they falling like dominoes. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be a vibe, man.
You know what I'm saying? I can see. I want to make a parody for Tony Hollywood. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna think about it. We're gonna make a parody according to the music that we're playing that exists within 100.5.
Yep.
And we're gonna make a vibe and good old some type of promo, some type of something for you, man. You got to do it, man.
Yeah, but we got such a great catalog of great music that you can go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you used to do that back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Like, I remember the parody you did with Sadie. You know.
Oh yeah.
I remember the parody you did with that. I was actually home for college on vacation, and I heard it.
Wow.
And I was listening. I was like, wait a minute.
Early one Monday morning, Supreme Team was on your radio. They had a lot to say to start up your morning each and every day.
Come on. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. Now, did you come in with that? Like, did you go in the studio right there, or did you just come off the top?
Just come off the top of the album. Yeah. That's what we do. Like, I can just, like, me and Chase was chilling, and I was listening to Usher. I said, man, do me a favor, man. Take that and loop that for me right quick, Chase, because, you know, I don't know the mechanics of it, so to me, that's how we work. Chase said, I got you. Do-do-do-do, down-bow, bend-it-down, bow-bow, do-do-do-do, bow-bow, bend-it-down. I said, that's it, right there, that's it. I said, let me clear my voice. Chase, wait a minute. He said, wait a minute, let me write this right here, okay? I said, it's 7 o'clock. Shh, all done. We eating Pop-Tarts with the Supreme Team. I'm Party Boston. There are some pretty cool people who always wake up with me. Oh yeah, 5 o'clock, you're anticipating. By 6 o'clock, you're done with the waiting. And by 7, it's the percolator expert DJ. Oh yeah. Listen to this tune, please be quiet. Shut up. I'm just going to hear how she say sure. So grab a hold of this big morning thing, cause I've been waiting for them for so long. We couldn't wait till the sun comes up. Baby, I can't wait to hear her say sure. So why don't you tell me, do you love the Supreme Team? We wake you up, we will. We wake you up, we will. We could wait up. Boom, 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 boom. Freedom Team. 102 Jazz. Waking in each and every morning. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. Chasing her. Supreme Team Morning Show. Yeah, man.
Man, that is dope, man. I never knew. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I didn't really know much about anything about radio.
Yeah.
That's why I just enjoyed what I heard.
Yeah.
That became such a staple in this area. People were looking forward to see how he's going to remix those songs, man. They was really looking forward. It's like, what you going to do next?
Yeah, we were the first one. We did prank calls before Nephew Tommy, before.
Okay.
We did the prank calls. We did all this stuff we invented long before any of these radio stations invented. We just didn't market ourselves.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know how to market ourselves. We were just inventing. We didn't have a clue. And we worked for Janet Armstead. You know, if you can survive Janet, that's like the Offengeist, baby. That was like, I'm telling you, I had to give it to her. She was wrong.
Right.
Because we did every Jams Fest. Jams Fest, and we're going to have a fest for 100.5 FM. So, and I'm going to look.
In existence.
We're going to speak in existence. We're looking at the New Year's Eve party this year, this season, going into 2025. I'm going to explain it to you about the legendary things we need to do. I'm going to go and see if the rooms are available. But this is what we're speaking to in existence because I want to see some things happen immediately, not later on down the road.
Right, appreciate that.
You know, Herman ain't no ease on down, skirt. No, right now, get them out the way. I ain't gonna, don't you carry? I ain't carrying nothing. We're gonna buy everything in the load, some productive that we can use. Thank you.
Come on.
That's it. I don't understand that, man. I don't know how to. I'm like this. You can stop a rose from growing if you nip it in the bud. You can stop a stream from flowing, but you cannot stop a flood because I'm gonna keep coming. I come running, walking, limping, crawling, never stopping. I just keep it coming. I am perpetual motion. Just as you see a river raging wide, I ask you to step along my banks and shores because I may mistake you as debris and wash you up in my powerful wake. And when you see me and a bear in the woods, don't help me, help the bear. I'm just trying to make a coat.
How am I going to be able to keep doing that? Don't want to get this man, Sean. How am I going to be able to keep doing my thing when I know we have a legend like this still able to be quick with the tongue, quick with the wit like that? I mean, it just never goes away, right?
Yeah, it don't go away because like you say, Shaggy and them over there doing their thing. Shaggy know me. Shaggy know me since he was 15 years old.
I'm pretty sure you know everybody.
I've been knowing Shaggy since he was 15 when he was a DJ. He owns the DJ. He owns the skating rink.
Yep.
I met him in.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what I'm proud of. I'm so proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I give props to everybody out there. Teresa, I work with her.
Great.
All these individuals, great. Bob, these all great people. You know, and I'm telling individuals they're legendary. And I work with all these legends and they go unnoted. Mm-hmm. And Tony Hollywood, behind the scenes, already told me, he said, hootie-hoo. We're going to call out to all of you legendary DJs out there and sum it up and find out where you are. And we're going to put it together and we're going to listen to the vibe.
Yes, we'll have just a big reunion right here, man.
Yeah. Make them feel alive. Hey.
So I got, come on, my own Tommy Flow.
Listen to the vibe. Hey, that's it, man. Them was my girls, Johnny, man. I love them, man.
They were great.
Cocoa, caramel and chocolate. I love them, boy. I love them girls, man.
I served the video of the,
Yeah, I'm talking about them was my girls. They used to come through the comedy show. And listen, man, I didn't work with George Foreman. I'm a boxing ring announcer also.
Okay.
I didn't work with George Foreman. I didn't do Tough Man contest. I didn't work with Alonzo Mourning 6-time Summer Groove. I had a chance to do Jams Fest for like 7-8 years. I did 13 Afram festivals hosting that mug. I've done a gubernatorial inauguration, 3 mayoral inaugurations, 3 college presidential inaugurations right here. I represent not on just no raggedy level, on a full scale level.
Right. Uh-huh.
That's what the difference between me and the average DJ is. I'm not a DJ, I'm a personality.
Yes.
Okay, which is totally different. Not putting DJs down, because DJ's the bomb.
True that.
But I've never been a DJ. I just happen to lend my skills to the service of radio.
There we go.
You see what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it, because I don't know where and radio in turns lends its skills to me.
There we go.
And it's an even exchange, and it's a beautiful thing when it's networked like that. That's why I love Max Media. It's a family-orientated business, and it lives as such.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I can feel, man, when I feel bad vibes, I know
You out, right?
Man, I remember I used to do what's your sign?
Yeah.
I told you if you want to do that, we can do that. I can, few calls, bam, what's your sign? Read individuals, they be calling every week. This is what we do. And me and Chase never read a book.
Another legendary feature. So you never read a book, y'all?
We never read a book. This is all off top of the dome. We had the same, okay, people say they ain't gifts. It's like this, man. If you got your life right, I can't read you. If your life screwed up, I can read straight through you. Okay? Period, point blank. Because the essence, I can't explain how to explain it, bro.
I bet you can. That's got
Okay, I can't explain how to explain it, but I can read people. All my partners can tell you. It ain't no stuff. People call me, yo, man, tell me about this girl. Yo, tell me about this dude. I mean, people been calling me. This is years of this. And to Chase win the ground, hey, he was still doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? God rest his soul, man. Passed away June 12, 2019.
R.I.P. to Chase, man. What a legendary voice,
Yeah.
legendary presence in the 757, man. Great people, great people. Just like you're great people as well. You're continuing his legacy. I'm sure he's looking at us right now, smiling and saying to me, he's still doing it, man. Let me give you a little nudge right quick. So we got you here. You got your comedy show about to come on up. Come on, you go ahead.
The day I came here, man, and y'all told me about the commercial list, and I came in and talked to you that day.
Yeah, yep.
It was June the 12th.
Sure was.
It was June the 12th, and that was the day my partner passed away. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something else special about Tony Hollywood, okay? Y'all won't believe this, but this is spiritual connection. You know what I'm saying? If you want to believe in the Father, I don't get into other names. You want to believe in the Father, understand this. He leads you in the right direction. When I met Tony, I was going through some stuff, right? And I came here and met you, just met you on the fly, just doing some business and met you. I said, Tony, after all the good conversation, when were you born? He said, January 19th. That's the same day as Chase, Chief of Command of the Base. What?
You told me that blew my mind.
What? Huh?
Man.
What?
That really blew my mind.
Same day. So my boy was like with me to introduce me to you, to open up the gates for this, and I just called his mother that same morning. Hadn't talked to her in 2 weeks. All this is divine, man. I keep telling you. I don't even play with it, bro. I don't get into things too often, but this is divine, man. And people don't hear Herm talk like this. This is divine. I ain't say spiritual, divine. Next level.
Next level. Because you next level, man.
Next
you got
level.
This next level comedy show coming. Herm's going to be doing his thing in Norfolk. Tell him the address again and what time.
5511 Ferris Street in Norfolk. It's off of Azalea Garden Road and North Military Highway. Two shows, Friday and Saturday, 8 and 10. Come on out and enjoy yourself, and I'm going to tell you a secret. It may be a BYOB, so I'm just letting you know we may be locking them doors in just in case something. I'm just trying to tell you, so have your stuff in your trunk just in case, you know what I'm saying? Herm don't even play around. Herm tell it like it is, you know what I'm saying? I tell you like that, it may be a BYOB, you may come in, we're not keeping you in prison, but if it's a BYOB at that time, we got to lock the doors when you come on in, so bring your own and come on in and do what you got to do. We're not playing around.
What in the Norfolk Live is going on here, man? What?
I tell it like it is, bro. I do not play no games.
Before we let you go, man, who are some other comedians you're going to be working with that's going to be doing the shows with you?
Oh, well, you know, I'm working with Big Brown. He's coming out and doing his thing, man. Big Brown's a good guy, man. Well, works in the nursing field and does his thing, been doing comedy for years. And also Rondell, man, he'll be coming in hosting the show. Rondell ain't did a lot of hosting of major shows, but my partner is funny, and he's a did-you-know individual that can tell you a lot of funny things and funny highlights. So y'all come out and enjoy yourself.
I definitely will be there for that, man. Once again, so glad to have you. This is not going to be the last time we have you here.
Oh, no. No. This ain't church. We're not going to. This may be my last time. It may be my last time. I don't know. Well, it may be the last time we break bread together. It may be my last time. I don't know. No, it ain't going to be our last time. It's the vibe. You got to be playing.
Do you have a song for everything, bro?
Every song.
You're like a walk-in streaming service, you know?
Every song. I got one for your grandma. She be like, your grandma be like, I ain't been to church in a long time. I said, you remember how they used to do the devotion?
Oh, yeah.
Father, I stretch my hand to thee. Oh, grandma, yes, Lord. See, you gotta have something for everybody, man.
How did the church, how do you used to end the show? How did the church used to end? What we used to sing at the end?
With the benediction?
Yeah, come on.
What they say, they may say, we all have lived together. We all have gathered as one.
You're going to hear that set live in his comedy show, man. Where can they get tickets, by the way, or they just showing up?
Man, you just have your hand parts at the door. Tickets at the door. This is a walk-up thing that we're doing, our doggone thing. I want y'all to come and enjoy yourself, man. We will be having tickets coming up soon. Very soon. I told Tony we got a lot of things we're doing. And we will be having giveaways on the show and liners and everything else. Y'all get ready, man. We're coming in smooth and slow. Herm is, I'm not like I used to be. I'm moving in slow and doing my thing, but we're going to get it right.
There we
You know
go.
what I'm saying? I'm moving in like a turtle, but I'm getting everything right.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. Herman Hurston.
Thank you, man.
What's going down? Thank you so much for coming on through. Come through Thursdays. This is what we do. Tone Hollywood with 100.5. The vibe, baby. Come on, man. Come on, cut. Come on, cut.